pleasant day to everyone. It is an honor and privilege to present to this Education Forum series, the new career progression system for teachers. We in the department envision that not a single teacher should retire at Teacher 1 by allowing them to remain in the classroom while advancing their stature and compensation through a career path where career options between classroom teaching and school administration are adequately provided. The career advancement shall be based on the quality of teaching practice, and that promotion is self-paced. The teacher motivation study by Simeo Inotek and Deped highlighted that with teachers aiming for career movement throughout their career, opportunities for career progression should be made a viable option for teachers, those who want to focus on classroom teaching in particular. This includes revising the teacher plantilla system to provide additional career progression steps for teachers and master teachers to ensure high-performing and experienced and expert teachers are retained within the system and provided with opportunities for professional growth and development. It has been known to us that an across-the-board salary increase is costly. With this proposal, we can assure that the government only invests on the promotion of qualified teachers. In addition, promotion through reclassification is also beneficial to the government's pocket. Instead of creating new higher teaching positions that could be applied for through natural vacancy, through reclass, the cost that the government will have to incur is increment from teachers' salary grade to a salary grade of the reclassified position. But how does career advancement happen? In this presentation, I will show you how we envision to promote our teachers based on their achievement of PPST standards. Currently, teaching positions only include Teacher 1, 2, 3, and Master Teacher 1, 2, 4. In this career progression system, the features of which is that there will be additional teaching position which will add more opportunities for promotion among teachers. This include Teacher 4, Teacher 5, Teacher 6, Teacher 7, and MT 5. It is worthy to note that we have been working with DBM on this reform agenda, and in fact, both agencies agreed to elevate the revision of the system of career progression of teachers to the President. Deped has already drafted an executive order to this effect. Nevertheless, an ongoing effort in Congress and in Senate is also being done with Senate bills authored by Senator Recto and Senator Revilla, and in Congress by Congressman Strike Revilla. The alignment of the career line with PPE stages is that it means the teacher would have to demonstrate the expected competency standards for them to be able to get promoted to the corresponding teacher promotion. The teacher progression also features reclassification as the sole means of promotion. This means that a teacher need not to wait for natural vacancy to occur for them to get promoted to a higher position. As soon as the teachers possess and achieve the expected PPST indicators per teaching position, they could already apply for reclassification. It minimizes the teacher to move to central schools just to get promoted, meaning through reclass, teachers can progress in their career while staying in schools near these residences. The proposed career progression diverges at MT1 to classroom teaching and school administration career lines. This is to ensure that the specialized teachers and MTs and school heads come from a pool of highly proficient teachers. In this illustration, the teacher career diverges at Master Teacher 1, which means that the teacher is given a chance to choose between alternative career lines in the classroom teaching and school administration. However, if a teacher would choose between these career lines and they are able to exhibit the professional standards for highly proficient teachers, they can go between these two career lines. In terms of function, teachers 1 to 7 should concentrate on the teaching learning process and development towards greater proficiency and possible leadership roles, while MTs and school heads should take on instructional supervision and leadership roles. It is necessary that our NAIAP and accredited teacher training service providers should plan and provide L&D interventions that target the expected competencies in career stages. The goal is to move teachers to the next career stage. So what happens to the head teacher? All other positions that are not in the master teacher and teacher nomenclature, except for principal, will be retitled into equivalent SGs in the single line career path. This is how single line career path and retitling of positions is proposed. By rationalizing into a single line career path, Deped intends to avoid shifting to teaching and school administrative position as in the current practice. This is to ensure that teachers' progression to higher positions are developmental and in accordance with standards. On the choice of career path, take note that at the base of the career system are the teacher positions, teacher 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. A teacher may be promoted to MT1 position. He may choose to be promoted to MT2 or school principal position subject to applicable qualifications and competency requirement and assessment. A teacher pursuing for promotion to Master Teacher 2 shall continue upwards in the classroom teaching career line, while adopting a career as a school principal shall continue upwards in the school administration career line. Switching of career line from classroom teaching to school administration and vice versa shall be allowed, provided that the individual seeking changes in career line meets all the necessary qualifications and expected competencies of the position being applied for in the career line. How do teachers really get promoted? So currently, our teachers are promoted by two different modes. The natural vacancy, which the teacher has to wait for vacancy due to resignation, retirement, or death, and the reclassification, which is currently based on credentialism rather than competency-based attainment of academic preparation levels and experience as well as training. Under this proposal, reclassification will be the sole means of promotion. No more natural vacancies, as waiting for a natural vacancy wastes teacher capacity to take on bigger roles in schools. Reclass will allow us and our teachers to maximize potential and capacity, and that teacher will no longer have to compete with one another. they will now have to compete with themselves. They only need to beat at their last performance. And teachers can also get promoted at their own pace based on their achievement of teaching standards. And finally, teachers need not transfer to central school just to get promoted. However, reclassification shall be redefined to align the progression to higher teaching position with the achievement of the PPST indicators. The current policy is based on proxy indicators of competencies and credentialism, such as educational attainment, training hours, and years of experience. The current system assumes that as soon as the teachers acquire higher education, training, and experience, they already embody the desired competencies worthy of promotion. The proposed reclass policy will be based on the achievement of professional standards. So let us try to go over the steps for promotion. As reflected, there is a set of qualification standards for every position to amplify that professional standards are achieved. To become eligible for reclassification, a teacher must satisfy the requirements as presented in the table based on defined career stages. And once teacher applicants meet the QS for the position, they must present their IPCRFs that showcase their proficiency in the indicators as appraised in their performance. And the table specifies the performance requirements for each position. In terms of the selection process, the reclassification criteria here as basis for the selection process is as well redefined. Upon identifying all the eligible applicants from step 1, which is the qualification standards, and step 2, which is on the submission of performance requirements, the eligible applicants shall undergo the selection process to be conducted by the Human Resource Merit Promotion and Selection Board in the school's division offices. The selection criteria is presented, and the HRMPSB shall rank the applicant based on the total score obtained and prepare a teacher for the competency reclassification list, which will then be submitted to DBM for approval subject to availability of funds. So as you can see here, all qualified applicants who have been ranked shall be provided with the result of their scores as obtained, and as mentioned, it should be submitted to DBM. The HRMPSB shall submit to the budget officer the comparative assessment result for reclassification, and with the budget cut-off of the SDO, applications who were not accommodated or which were not accommodated in the current fiscal year shall be prioritized in the next budget year. But where are we now in terms of this career progression proposal? In the career progression roadmap, we are still on policy framework, and we have already, as mentioned, drafted the executive order and submitted, even prepared DBM Deped Joint Circular, the Qualification Standards, and Deped Reclass Policy, and onward to phase 1 implementation for 2022. And to note as well that in the phase 1 implementation, since the career progression is primarily anchored on PPST and RPMS, and since it requires a 3-year cycle for a teacher to complete the 37 indicators, It will therefore take at least 3 years to move from one career stage to another. And during this period, we'll be able to gauge whether the system is working and identify possible areas for intervention and improvement. And we also take this as an opportunity to study as well whether it would be wise to inject another major change in the system, drawing further focus on school heads.